The Bellevue Hilton Hotel in downtown Bellevue, Washington was the site of the 2008 National Government Publishing Association Conference, which drew an impressive 82 implant managers, one of the largest NGPA gatherings in recent years. Beautiful weekend weather preceded the conference, but as organizer Dan Swisher pointed out,
we arranged for 2 days of good weather. That was this weekend. So, for those of you who weren't here, you may never see the sun again.
But that didn't dampen the spirits of attendees who enjoyed 3 days of sessions and networking.
My name is Richard Beto. I'm Vice President of NGPA.
Richard Beto greeted the crowd and introduced NGPA founder Don Bailey, who gave a brief history lesson.
In 1977, I attended a conference and a vendor meeting in Long Beach, California. I met some colleagues down there. Vince Tolan, the California State Printer, Bill Hansen was your Washington State Printer, and we all agreed that we'd get together and we'd form an organization.
Then Dan Swisher introduced a surprise guest.
The governor of the great state of Washington was not able to attend, but she did create a greeting for us.
Hi, I'm Governor Chris Gregoire. Welcome to the 2008 National Government Publishing Association Conference.
She was followed by another prominent businesswoman, Ursula Burns, now Chief Executive Officer of Xerox Corporation.
Whenever I go to a town and people have the assertion that there were nice days, and I miss them, it leads me to believe that there were never any. But thank you for the warm introduction.
Burns flew across the country from Rochester, New York, just to speak to NGPA members. She talked about what it takes to be a true leader. This was followed by a break in the vendor area, where managers had a chance to talk with vendors about their products. It also gave them a chance to talk with one another and share stories. Then it was back to the sessions.
One of the things we're trying to do as far as having a well-managed team is we really want to hire, basically a team of aces. If you had a team that's filled with aces, people with positive attitude, good character, lots of enthusiasm, is that team going to be successful? I would guarantee you, I don't care what you're doing, if you had a team full of aces, the team's going to figure out how to get things done and done well. So that's our goal.
GPO has a long history and a long record of doing the right thing and having sustainable initiatives surface all across the agency.
This talk on sustainability generated a lot of audience discussion.
We have a pretty good combination of recycling programs, recycled paper.
We'll go to 100% recycled content.
And that's the situation we were on when we signed the contract. It was profitable.
Glad to see so many new faces here this time.
I gave a presentation on trends in the implant industry based on IPG survey data.
More government implants are charging back, according to the survey.
Then it was time for the regional meetings, a chance for members to find out what their peers have been up to. That night, the group took a boat ride out to Blake Island, birthplace of Chief Seattle, for an excellent salmon dinner and Native American dancing. The next day started out with some lively breakfast roundtable discussions, before the group headed off for a tour of the Washington State Department of Printing's plant. A massive implant with 4 and 6 color sheet fed and web presses, it also includes an impressive envelope converting operation. Its digital division includes Canon image runners and a Kodak Nex press. Then the entire plant was shut down so that all employees could attend the conference. This added more than 100 people to the audience. Steve Rigby of Washington State University talked about his implant's marketing efforts.
One of our great marketing tools that we have is regular open houses, and we actually schedule them on a regular basis.
You know, it's been really a privilege and an honor to be a part of this conference. Today's program is going to be about lean manufacturing. I'm going to introduce David Jones in a minute. He's working with the Office of State Publishing.
I know you're expecting to see the other David Jones, sorry. What Lean does is focus on identifying and eliminating waste. An activity that does not change the fit, form or function of a product or service. It absorbs resources and therefore it increases the cost to the customer. That's what non-value added is. That's what waste is. And that's what we look for in the Lean world to try and fix.
Taking the tour of this plant today, I'm very impressed. I thought we gave great tours, John Luke, but your folks here, it's something else.